Hey y'all, what's up, everybody? What is up? Is you are rocking with Muchilla, and this is Muchilla's review. So hit the hammer because you came through. And what's my saying? Ew. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? I'm talking about the shy, and I'm trying to wait for a couple of people because people is running a little late, but they will be here. But I got my girl as always. Nita the Diva. She is in the building.
Ow.
And
Hey,
we're talking about the shy. So is what was your thoughts on this episode?
it was okay. It was okay. I thought it was let me see. I thought more happened at least. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not the type of drama that we're used to with the Shy, but it feels like it's trying to get moving. It feels like it's trying to do something. So I thought it was pretty good. It was okay
I
for what it
I
was.
thought it was a good episode too. It
Yeah.
was a feel good episode. That's
Yes.
what I
Yes.
liked about it. It was a feel good episode, but then there was like consequences for some people.
Yep.
Okay, and you know who I'm talking about, girl, right? Who
Yeah.
I'm talking about? Tell
I
me who
can't
I'm
wait
talking
till we
about.
get there too.
That we saving that for last because I think we're gonna focus on that. We no, I say the middle because
Okay.
we're gonna start with the kiddies first.
Okay, yeah, it's the Keisha, the Emmett and the Tiff.
Yeah, so Keisha, Emmett, Tiff, and Rob, they're all gonna be lumped in one thing. We're
Okay,
gonna, but we're gonna start out with the kids first because I feel like we're gonna move on from that pretty quick.
okay.
Okay, and let me put this down, the saying that you was hearing through the whole episode.
Yes. I was proud of Emmett too.
People don't change. People don't change. And yes, I was proud of Emmett too. Let me see what Shat. Yes, but I mean, it's not like Victor tapping it. So
Right.
do y'all think he was wrong? Do y'all think he was wrong? It's not like Victor tapping it. He's showing no interest. This
Right.
is just for show. That's his whole saying. This is just for show, show and tell, show.
Yeah, I
So
don't think he was wrong for
I think
with
he was wrong
Craig.
with Deja,
Right.
but
With
not towards Victor.
right.
Is that cool?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
All right, cool. Me and you be on the same page with some stuff, Nita.
Yep.
Chad was wrong. Hey, Inga. What's up, Monique? Hey, Jeremiah. Damn. Yeah, don't mind me. No, but you know what was funny to me?
No, Jeremiah. We want to
No,
see some growth for him.
look, this shit right here. This is it was funny because you know if you ever you know how you get the last dress on the rack and somebody be looking at it, or you ever have somebody follow you and pick up everything you pick up, and then y'all get to a spot where it be the last one. Sometimes look, I'm picking this up anyway. I don't know if it's my size. I
Right.
don't know if
I'm
it's the
just
last
going
one.
ahead.
Let me pick it up and then I'ma look.
Right. I'll double back.
or hide stuff when you be shopping. Look, I'm gonna come back to this later. I'm gonna hide it.
Right, right, right. I'll be putting stuff in the back behind.
Yes. Hey, peace to you, sister. Peace to
Hey
you.
guys.
Okay, let me see. I feel Trig's going to be mad, but I can't really understand now. But he definitely wrong doing his girl like that. I agree with you. He should have been able to have some control, but he was already showing that he wasn't gonna have no control when he was scrolling on the ground.
Right.
I feel like that's the beginning of it. Ow, what's up, Antonio? Ow. Hey, LSW. All right, so the I guess we could start with the kids. We're gonna start with
Mm,
this whole thing with them. I feel like this whole trauma bonding thing, I think it's gonna bring them closer. Because
right.
it is trauma bonding.
Yeah. And I like that they're handling it well.
Yes, and the questions. And I like, you know what? Not for nothing, Jake, we usually think we thought Jake wasn't gonna do good with this, and we were wrong.
Right.
I was wrong. I didn't. I once we found out he wanted the baby, but I feel like he's handling it very mature, and
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
very
that.
proud of him. Very proud
I'm
of both
proud of him. Like I'm proud of two people in this episode. I'm proud of Jake
and Emmett.
and Emmett, and I did like what Kevin did. Kevin reminded me of my son when he was that age. So
Oh,
I liked that whole thing. Let me see. Is anybody else here yet?
I think they did a really good
No, they
job.
want they running over. It's all right. I know they coming. So I was gonna say, wait, let me go to the
'Cause,
next one.
sometimes when things like that, like tragedy like that, they be so into their own feelings and not being empathetic for each other, but it feels like they're hearing each other. It seems like they're, the back and forth, they're not just real self-absorbed
And
with.
she's not just being quiet and drowning in it. She's actually talking, but she's not talking much, but she's talking to him. This part right here, when he had that moment when she was like, "You better go, you're gonna be late for school." He was not, nah, F that, I'm staying. When he said that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, this is good. And then I just loved the conversation that they had about everything, the dream,
right.
the whole thing. And then this was the closure to me. Like, are we gonna heal from this?
Yeah,
And he's like, yeah, it's gonna take some time, but we gonna heal. Like, we gonna be all right.
yeah,
Let me.
absolutely.
Hey, Shawnee, and what's up? How y'all doing? We got 17 people in the building. Please hit the like button. It is free, and it'll make your girl happy. So
Mhm.
just go on there and hit that like button. Okay. Now, I hold up. Now it's my something's wrong with my settings again. I don't know. As far as I did the thing to show our names, but it's not showing it.
Um, um, you gotta go to the thing and hit display names.
I did, and it's
Oh,
I don't know what's
oh,
going.
maybe it doesn't in the little small boxes. Maybe. Well,
No,
no.
I don't see it. Let me see. I still don't see it. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay.
All right, moving on.
Mhm.
Let me see what everybody else. Hey, Karen Jones.
Right. Yeah.
Hey.
Naya said Jake stepped up and he did it without having to be told.
Well,
That's
you know what? I guess because the talk that Victor had with him last episode, I think that pushed him to step up. But he was already stepping up to
right.
me.
Right. Right.
Only he
Because
was already
he
stepping up.
felt.
Once he told Victor and once he told his mom, I felt like he was already preparing himself to step up.
Mhm. Yeah.
Don't forget Darnell. Look, that's gonna be last. We're gonna come to that last. And yeah, Darnell did change too. So even though the even though the saying that kept being said over and over again throughout the episode was people don't change.
Mhm.
Only person that I see that didn't change is Tiff.
She
It's like,
changed. She changed for the worse. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
She just, ugh, ugh. Like she really took a turn. Like, ugh, it's just she's not redeemable at this moment for me. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I was really, disappointed in her. But I knew she had it in her. She seemed like she just kind of had it in her. She seemed like the vindictive type. I did not like the way that went.
She was just rude. And it's like she wanted everybody to bow down to her. And I
Yeah.
think she's used to that because usually Emmett be like, oh, okay. Oh, even though he cheat, he
Mhm.
still be, he'll back down. He be having his impact moments.
Mhm. Right.
That's a saying my father used to say.
Right.
Mr. Jones, Tiff is trash. Trinidad.
She was
Trinidad.
complete trash in here. And I said, don't you see Rob kind of unraveling just a little bit?
Yes, he seemed like he's really trying to hold his composure. When he was,
Yep.
we gonna look. Like
Yeah,
I said, we
you
gonna
remember
move
we
on to that. I want to go back and I want to go stick with the kitties. I want to stick with the kitties.
okay, right. So
I'm gonna stick with the kitties.
okay, so we was talking about Kevin and his little girlfriend.
Yes, I like
So
what
cute.
he did for her. I like that he got her the whole little star thing. It was cute. I thought
Very
it was really cute. And it had her name on it. And it was right up, it was a gift that was fit for her
exactly
because that's what she likes. That's her niche. And he
right.
was like, look, I don't got, this is what she likes. And
Mhm.
this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm glad he stuck with it. I'm glad he stuck with it. He knows his girlfriend. Okay, Brillo, I got you. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
Yeah, so okay, wait a minute. Let me look at this one. Have you noticed Tiff's attitude changed towards Rob since she met the plug? You know what? And then did she mention, you know what? You got something, you onto something. You onto something, but we look, you onto something, and I'm gonna save that question. I'm gonna I'm gonna start your thing so I know to come back to it.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah. So we gonna come back to it.
Okay. Oh, you can do that.
Yeah. I was messing around with this thing and I'm learning it, y'all. So I know I'm gonna come back to that comment. We coming back when we touch on this Nelson Samuels. This is that's the question I want everybody to answer, and that's a great question. Shouts out to Nelson Samuels. And let me see, it's nobody else here yet. They coming though. uh, yeah, I wanted with as far as Kevin with this, I thought he did an excellent job.
Yeah, yeah.
He did an
He
excellent
still looks
job.
like he's really, really shy around her though. It's
He's
just like,
shy, but he's smooth. I like that.
yeah, yeah.
He's shy, but he's smooth with it. He's really smooth with it. He's just he's just a good guy with this. You know what part I was laughing at?
What part?
What you know what part I was laughing at when she was like, I gotta keep the door open because my grandma said I gotta keep the door open. My parents used to make me do that when I have
Oh, yeah,
company. You
company.
can't close, no, ain't no closing doors in here. So I was all on board with that
Right.
because Gemma got him in his room and the doors closed. And it's just like she carrying on like she grown. But this whole certificate that he got for her and he named the star after her, that's perfect for her. She's gonna always remember that. She's gonna always remember that gift. And I thought it was really cool. I really thought it was cool. Now, you know what I'm going to next. You know who I'm going to next. You know what I'm going to next.
Bakari,
Yes.
Papa,
We gotta talk about this.
and Lene.
Yes. So we're gonna this whole thing with Bakari. I like that we're seeing a different side to him, but this kid is really bold. And you know why I say that? That's what
He's so cute.
it was cute because grandma is walking by looking every now and then like security. I'm just saying.
Right.
All right, let me
Grandma said she got time today.
yup. She's like, look, you can have your little boyfriend over. I don't want no funny business going on. And keep that door open. But this dude,
Mm,
he's real comfortable with things. And you know what I mean when I say that? How you this comfortable when you smoking an L in this dude's house? And,
right.
and for a homeless person, you sure get comfortable wherever you go.
Exactly.
He sure gets comfortable wherever he goes.
Yeah.
I
And
like
then
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, what about the pushback? How he was trying to like not take accountability for what happened to Gemma and that whole thing. That shit ain't my fault. I was just like, ugh.
Really?
I was just like, ugh.
Come on, kid. You know this is your fault.
Right.
Come on, kid. You know this is your fault. I like the way Papa broke it down.
Yes, he broke it all.
You know what? Let me break it down for you how it's your fault.
Right.
I
And I
ain't
like the way that Papa tried and held him to task too. They were like, if I'm doing this, you gonna have to apologize.
exactly.
So yeah.
It was just, to me, that whole scene, as far as with him and Papa, him making him take accountability, him actually pulling everything out of him, as far as to let him know, like, yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen. Yeah, you didn't mean, because you know why? You not thinking things all the way through, champ.
Right.
You not thinking things all the way through. You just caring about what you want and what you want to do. And it was just crazy to me that he sat up there and really was going to act like, this ain't my fault. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was
I'm like, nah, man.
right.
Okay, let me see. Somebody is here. All right, Brill. I'm adding you in. Hey, Brillo.
Hey, what up, though? Ladies,
All
what's
right.
good?
Hey.
We're up. We took the kiddies first and get them out the way. We covered Gemma already, but overall, what did you think of this episode?
You know I didn't watch Raising Canaan, right? So that's that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't mind the episode. I mean, I don't really have big expectations for The Shy. I like the show. I wouldn't watch it if I didn't like it. So let me get that out there first.
Right.
But it is what it is. My expectations are low for it. So if I'm great, Nick, on like an honest scale, maybe a C plus, if that. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I just got to see it through, y'all. I got to see it through. It wasn't a bad episode, though.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I just like the fact that we saw growth in 3 people in this episode, and I thought it was great. Well, Tiff, Keisha too. I'm glad they finally had to talk. I'm glad they finally had to talk, because they needed to do that. So that's where we going next, to Tiff and
He wanted to know the 3 people that you thought saw growth in that.
Emmett, Jake, as far as him handling the situation with Gemma and them talking, getting that out, and Darnell. Even though he was brought to a low moment because his past was brought up, he still was to me, I still saw growth in him. That's how I feel.
You know what? I ain't like that, Moochie. But I get it. But to me, you gotta own that.
Yeah, I want to. I hope
about none of that. Y'all know how I am about everything. You gotta stand on whatever. You gotta own. I'd have been like, yep, that was me back in the day. But now I got my baby. So I would just put it out there. I'm not embarrassed about none of my mistakes.
I think he was. I think he was embarrassed. I think he was embarrassed.
That you got to get past that. That means you're not over it. If you're not over it, you can't truly be changed till you forgive yourself.
Okay, this is the last topic with the kiddies. Papa got some neat writing. He got some good penmanship, y'all.
Definitely, that's great penmanship. I can respect that, because I make some students got to type everything.
Oh, they do that now?
If I can't understand your writing, I'm just gonna mark it wrong, Moochie.
All right. Oh, hey, Lamont. All right, so we got 2 and 2 where we could go back and forth. We got a male's point of view, and we got the ladies. What's up, Lamont?
What's up, crew? How y'all doing?
All right. Now, what I was gonna ask you is, we just covered everything with the kiddies. Mm-hmm. I talked about the growth of the 3 people I thought that grew in this episode. We saw with the whole comment, the whole thing that was said throughout the show was people don't change. Mm-hmm. But we saw change. We saw change in Emmett. We saw change in Jake. He stepped up to the plate, and we saw change in Darnell, last but not least. What was your thoughts on the entire episode?
I liked it. I can remember last year we was ragging on the show not being something you wanted to watch, and
Mm-hmm.
this year it seems like they've toned it down and kind of tried to make it more like soul food, a more tamed down show, and people still complaining. I've been perfectly fine with the way they've been going with the show this year. It hasn't been as gritty as it once was, but I think that the messages they're doing is great. And I agree with you. Pretty much all the men are changing on this show. I mean, they're
Mm-hmm.
all stepping up to the game. Now, my football coach in high school told me pressure bust pipes.
This is
Everything's
true.
everything's hunky dory right now. Everybody's kind of in that honeymoon phase. Everything feels new and fresh, and I'm happy for that. But let's see how they behave once we get some time under their belts in these new relationships.
Exactly.
I'm very happy to have seen Emmett just say hell no to Tiff, because Tiff's character is getting on my nerves. Okay,
I was
I'm
proud of
sorry.
him.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Yo, she
proud
getting
of
on
Emmett.
mine too.
Like, for real. And I'm so proud of Darnell too. However, if they really want to give you guys drama in the coming seasons, and they setting us up where we're going to finally be able to believe in these men, let us not forget, Keisha does have PTSD from the trauma she went through by being kidnapped and raped. Who's to say that at some point in time something might trigger her to act out? Now, I would, if I had to pick between her and Darnell, I would say it would happen with something in Darnell's relationship, because I think with Keisha, even if she does have some kind of PTSD issue from what happened, Emmett feels like home to her. Emmett was there before that happened. He's been a friend throughout it, and he's here now supporting her with this child. So even if she did go through something, I could see her being very understanding and being able to get through whatever they could go through. But I still could see the Shy throwing a curveball where they let the women go left while the men are turning right.
Yeah, because you know what? We were saying that all we were seeing was bad men on here.
That was the truth. That was the truth. I mean, who really, I mean, Kevin was about the only good male, and he's not a man, he's a kid, you know? So
he finally getting some wins this season. He having a good season.
Yeah, he's having a great season.
But I did see the coming attractions.
I didn't.
And Nina, she gets on my nerves.
I know.
She gets on my nerves because.
Oh, y'all looked at the trailer. You looked at the
trailer?
trailer.
I looked at the trailer.
I didn't see it.
I'll leave it alone then. I'll leave it
alone.
It's like they was accusing him of selling drugs because of the money they found. She went through his drawer, found a wad of money.
Oh,
and she didn't ask where it came from. She just accused him of selling drugs.
That's parents. Yeah, if your parents not going through, I mean, my mom.
No, my mother used to go through my stuff. I've gone through my son's stuff.
That, she definitely gonna ask me about my selling the drugs.
But your son is a video game head. You can't. That means you're not talking to your kid to know that he was that excited to be accepted into that thing. She don't talk to her child.
She's too busy. And parents. And parents, Moochie, parents don't know that there's that much money in gaming. I mean, for real. When I came home, when I was in college and I won a Mustang playing Madden, and I showed up to my mama's house, she thought I had done something crazy to get the Mustang at first. So I told her, nah.
Mustang playing Madden?
Yeah, I won a Mustang playing Madden. Yeah, an 89 Mustang. Had like maybe 80,000 miles on it. You know, in college in 2005. Oh, I was sick on Madden back in the day. I done been on the Madden bus and all that. I was kind of in the wave when they was just starting to make gaming like a real deal competitive thing.
Dope,
I just never rode it out to where it is now. I seen it coming, but never rode it out. But my mama thought I had done something because me and my mama not tight like that. We don't have a good talking relationship, which is what you're saying with Nina. She need to get on that level with Kevin because Kevin earned that shit. He earned it.
Yeah, legitly in a positive way too. Like that's amazing that you can.
She don't even talk to him. They don't talk to him. It's like he's a teenager, but he's living like a young adult that's grown, that's still living in the house. Like like Tiff.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Moochie. I like that part of the writing because in the community in the hood I come from, you had a whole lot of that with moms that the dad wasn't around. Not saying you need to have the dad around, but you had a whole lot of that when they became like teenagers. The mom was detached from the kid, and we was basically growing up with whoever our friends were, maybe their parents guiding us if their parents was involved, and the street. I mean, this what you seeing with Kevin, I've seen it all too many times when I was growing up during the 90s.
I mean, my son was a latchkey kid.
I was about to say, I've never seen Kevin attempt to talk to Nina or do anything, and she like brush him off or something like that. It's just like, you know, they get to a point, they go in their room, they close their door, and that's just what they do. Like, it's just sometimes you just get a kid like that that just kind of just want to do his own thing.
Yeah, but I ain't see the preview, so she just automatically accused him. At least be like, where the hell you get this money from?
When he was yelling, and they had, it was like they had him under the hot lights questioning him.
Dang, red light special, and all the man did was play video game. God,
and to me, I feel like when they find out he was playing them games, they owe him an apology.
Oh, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, definitely. Do you think they're gonna let us find that out in this episode?
I hope so. I hope they don't drag it out, but I don't even think it's coming on this week. I heard it's a 2-week break.
Oh,
what?
I think somebody said. I think Detroit said that.
Oh no!
If Detroit said it, it's damn near law.
But you know what? Let them take their little break. Game of Thrones coming out this Sunday. Raising Kanan coming out. She-Hulk coming out. You know what? They detriment. These shows need to quit doing this bull job, taking these long ass breaks, and leave folks twisting in the wind, wondering. I mean, and especially now because there's a lot of stuff, a litany of shows coming out. It's fall season, and you better take advantage while the iron is hot.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody says not.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to his.
Maya says no break.
Because
man, Detroit might have been wrong. I hope you're wrong, Detroit, if you in here.
It's hard, but you got to make kids communicate. How many people still sit down and have dinners? No TV, no phones. That's one way to connect. That's a fact.
That's true.
Yeah, that's good advice.
That's a fact.
If they're in your house, you got to try to do something to intervene with them in your house. You know, my grandma basically raised me. So it was never none of this. I'm just about to go in the room, close the door, play video games. And her nosy butt wasn't knocking on that door, wanting to know what done happened all day long. And if I ain't talked to her, she would literally stand in front of the video game. So, you know.
But Lamont, well, if I won a bunch of cheese, right? I won a couple grand. I mean, I did have a great relationship with my mom. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's all I had growing up. So I'm definitely running home and telling my mama like I made like what do you make, like 5-6 G's? I don't know the amount, but
it was 25,000. So I think he did make that, and he paid. He gave Lene some money too.
That'd be the first person I tell. So they to Nina. I mean to Nita's point, they don't have a good relationship, even though she's not shunning him. You know, she's not communicating with him, or it don't seem like she really trying to. He's doing his own thing. Like you said.
It's like she barely talks to him.
His relationship is with Dre.
Dre talks to him more. Or is it Dre or Dre? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dre talks to him more. She talks to him more.
Yep, his relationship is tighter with her than it is with the mom. And for the sake that she's still the adult, I think she should be trying a little harder than what he's doing because he's the kid. Or at least reaching out. And if you don't want to do it, try to make the connection through Dre because mom knows that Kevin and Dre have a good relationship because Nina and Kevin's relationship right now is mediocre at best and could fall worse than that. You know, I don't want to see this show go in a situation where Kevin throw his hands up, say, "Mama, I'm leaving the house," and then he out on his own. That would be, man.
Okay, well, somebody said if they won that type of money, they would be telling his mother. So basically, he should have said something to his mother. Yeah, he didn't come home happy
He a
about
kid.
winning
It's,
that.
I'm not blaming him.
No,
He
I'm
not an
asking
adult.
though. That's my
Right.
question.
Yeah, I would have
I
told
know
my
if I
mom.
won money, I'd be telling my mother.
Be
I
proud.
won.
Like,
Right.
you getting a good report card and you just keeping it to yourself.
Yeah.
Show that.
I mean, I ain't never tell my mama nothing. I told my stepdaddy, who was from New York, who used to be my beat up partner for practicing, but I ain't never really, every time I won money, I would never really tell my mama I won money in game. And I won lots of money playing video games because that's one of them things a lot of young dudes bet on too. We do side bets, 100 a yard, 100 a game in Madden, stuff like that. And all the money I won.
Yard. That's big boy status. Y'all got big bread.
Oh. I mean, well, see, I was one of them dudes who was so good, I would never have to put up my money. It would be people putting up money for me and giving me cuts to play these dudes that were supposed to be good. So
I got a whole hustle going, man.
Hey man, we had a hustle. We was the horsemen of Madden in North Carolina. We was doing things around here, and then one day we got our ass beat. I got older. I quit playing, got into YouTube, started investing in stocks and real estate, and I just lost the love for the game.
Yeah, so you grew out of it.
Kinda.
It happens. Because you was gambling.
Daggone right.
Please hit the like button.
Yeah, give Moochie a like. Send us some super chats. You know, NITA always come bringing them milkshakes to the yard on any channel she go on. Throw in some super chats for the homegirl, the sis Moochella, hanging with the fellas.
She bringing the boys to the yard. La 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 la. So now are y'all ready to move on to this whole her moving in situation? Which I still think is too soon, but I know she needs the help. So
it's definitely too soon.
I feel like it's too soon. It's too soon. They got too much going on right now where I don't think that she should have moved in. I really don't think she should have moved in. I thought it was too soon. But like I said, I understand she doesn't want to have Lene move out of her room because Lene has nowhere to go. She knows that situation. And you know, she here. But you know who wasn't like having it? This girl right here, she is not feeling it. She was mad this whole episode.
Right.
She was mad this whole episode. And Rob was like, what the F?
This is what I want to talk about.
I say this is where we going right now.
This is where I want to talk about.
I feel like she really played herself. She really played herself. She played herself. And as far as her, I was so happy that Emmett didn't give in to the situation.
Thank you.
I was so glad that he didn't give in to the situation, and he just did a good job. I was happy.
She needed that reality check. She needed a chin check like a motherfucker. She really did.
Thank you.
She just Emmett was just that weak. Like, I'm so glad they didn't write that in there.
Right. Please, yes.
I was a little worried too.
You know what, Brillo? I was never worried about it in that moment because things with him and Keisha is just so new and so hot right now. It's like I said, when you start a new diet, your first month, well, don't even let me say a month. Some people in 2 weeks they out, but the first 2 weeks you're doing everything you need to do. You're training, you're cardioing, you're eating right. It all feels great. Then all of a sudden the scale don't move. You're tired of eating that clean food and being in a calorie restriction. You can't see the finish line no more the way you could in the beginning. And I feel like a lot of that is going on here with Emmett because everything is so new to him right now. And also with Emmett, I'm glad that he said no to her because Emmett knows. He knows Tiff. This is what Tiff is all about. And I'm glad you finally manned up and you didn't let your penis be a weakness to something you know is not good for you. And you said no because you got something else good for you already in your house. So that made me feel that showed he's manning up a little bit, but I'm still worried that when him and Keisha have some months under their belt that the next temptation might not walk through the door and he might walk underneath their skirt, Moochie.
Now with this whole shouts out to Philly girl. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Am. So I'm with this thing, with this topic, Rob is starting to unravel. Me and Nita was talking about that. He's starting to unravel right now.
Rob, brother, and they're on our way. If you can't see she a slime ball by now, like, come on, Rob. Look at his facial expression. Why are you worried about it? He's telling her things happen. And the thing is, everybody waiting on Rob not to be solid. But he haven't shown me anything but being solid. He really liked this chicken.
Yep. Cut his trip short and came home. He didn't even go.
He likes this girl. And everybody, like you said, they writing the men up finally.
I like this when she came here and sat down here.
Remember, we were saying he was dangerous, and we just don't think that you know, we almost done with the show. You haven't done nothing slime ball yet. He just remain solid. We gonna see, but Rob, it's time, brother. Writing's on the wall.
Man, I'm nervous about this whole thing. He is acting way too chill through all her foolishness. I mean, he is. And I'm not saying you gotta scream and yell at him. That's not what I'm saying. But there does come a point in time when you're having a discussion with someone about something silly, the way Tiff has been having with him, and you're badgering him like he's doing something wrong. You put your foot down and you tell the other person, look, you're not in your right mind right now. I don't know why you blaming me for whatever insecurities or whatever you're going through in life, but this is what I've been doing. You knew this when you moved in with me. I'm trying to have a good time with you, and you keep coming at me with the stank face like I got poop on my nose or something. So until you get yourself together, I'm going to step away, let you think about the way you're behaving to someone who's treated you with nothing but respect, and he could have walked out the door and never changed his voice. The fact that he is behaving so nice and so circumspect to her needs still make me even more leery that the Rob that we ain't seen might
is about to come out.
That's fair. Yep. That's what I'm waiting on. I gotta see it. I hope that don't happen though, Lamont.
Yeah,
I had a Brillo. I kind of do too, but again, he seems way too balanced and doesn't show any ego for him to be this big time level of drug dealer. You're gonna have some ego whenever you achieve a certain level modicum of success, and you ain't gonna let nobody talk to you any kind of way, even if it is a love interest. And like I said, you ain't gotta cuss them out, yell at them. You can just say, look, lady, this is my line of respect. I don't want you to cross it. You consider my feelings the way I consider yours. And he is way, way too even keel, shows no kind of ego about himself, which makes me think they're gonna run Tiff down a rocky road with this brother.
I don't even think it's that. Somebody posed a question tonight. I had to start off. He says, have you noticed Tiff's attitude changed towards Rob since she met the plug?
Yep. A little more. She more
see her messing with Nuck? Because she put it out there.
She did put it out there.
That's good. I never thought about that. That's what saying.
Y'all know I've been seeing, looking, and watching.
The best theory.
Do y'all think I think she's gonna get in with him, and she don't know that dude is a pimp.
No.
Remember how he had them girls last season?
Right. And you see Tiff has insecurity issues right now, and pimps love to grab young ladies that have some kind of insecurity issue. I don't know what Tiff's insecurity is, but her behavior says she's insecure about something. And not only is he pimping girls out, but he also is the plug. So who's to say she won't get frustrated the way she just ran the Emmett house this last episode because she wanted something, which shows you she ain't matured to be in a relationship just yet, and try to do the same thing with Nuck.
Shout out, big fella.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing two things down. Will she mess with Nuck, and will Nuck pimp her out?
Man, that's a great one. I could definitely.
I see her going that way. That whole open relationship thing was like opening Pandora's box.
Right.
Opening Tiff's panty draw Pandora box. That's what they did.
Her box. That's what it's doing. All right. But we had to have the conversation. They had the conversation. Her and Tiff had the Tiff and I can't. I'm so excited. Tiff and Keisha had the conversation. This was well overdue. It was well overdue. I'm glad she texted her to come there. I'm glad they had this conversation. That room that she had was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice room.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say, peep this. Did y'all see how Tiff was looking around that room?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see how she was looking around that room?
That is a nice room too.
She looked like she was like, her blood was boiling, because she's like, he ain't do this for me. He ain't do this for me. He ain't do this for me. And let me go to what was the nail in the coffin for her. The nail in the coffin for homegirl. The nail in the coffin for homegirl was this.
Face cracked like a mother.
The nail in the coffin. The nail in the coffin.
She deserved it. I'm sorry.
She did. She did deserve it, Nita.
No, I mean
Nita.
But
I agree. Like
great, like no.
Now y'all got to understand, Nita has the backs of women. She does. Nita has the backs of for a woman to go so far that Nita is saying she deserved the illicit ill will that's coming to her. She messed up.
I respect it, because Nita if a woman is a slime ball, she gonna tell her she a slime ball. So I can respect it.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then as she was in there looking around, Keisha was trying her best to get on maybe a respectful, I'm not even gonna say friendship, just we respect each other. We can at least say hello when we walk past each other. Right. I'm gonna be dealing with your kid, your man, and your baby daddy, my kid, blah blah blah. Can we at least just get to the point where we can be in the same room and say, hey, Tiff drinking this girl fine wine, looking around and just basically soaking it up, just so she can go over there and give it all to Emmett, knowing that Keisha is in this room. So that was dirty from the jump. And then for you to go over there and try to mess around with someone who's vulnerable in your mindset, because he's been vulnerable in the past, was even more dirty. She needed her ego snapped into her hind parts the way Emmett snapped it into her hind part. That's what she needed.
And I'm gonna try to play the clip. Let me see what happens.
Uh-oh.
You know how I'll be having issues.
Nah, Moochie, you getting right, sis. Don't give yourself some credit, man. This your show looks great. Everything looks great. Doing a banging job.
Can y'all hear that?
No.
Oh, this doggone thing. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. Oh, let me see if it play again. My thing locked.
While we waiting, go ahead and bang that like button.
Yes, send the sisters some super chats. Yes, Lord. Shout out to all the crew in the building. Just Call Me, EJTV, Tamika Den, Samara, my homie. Tressa C was in here, my big homie. And for all you guys who are into investing, Tesla stock is splitting next week, August 25th. That would be an excellent time to get in, buy some shares, or if you want to do like I do, buy a leap contract, sit on those gains, and see what happens in about 2 years.
I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Is the volume up on your Mac?
I think so. I don't know. I'm trying to make it work.
Kim Myrick said the show looks
it's
great.
On some nonsense right now.
It's all good.
I'm gonna try it one more time. If it don't work, I'm moving on.
All right, you good? You good?
Right, Just Call Me, EJ. We definitely knew that was Cap. She was gonna be catching the vapors when she found out Emmett moved on.
Yeah, right. we all guessed it though. We all predicted it. Yep. And she looks hurt. Can y'all hear me now?
Nope.
Oh, no, F it. I'm done.
We get the picture though, Moochie.
Y'all get the picture though. Y'all get it.
We see it.
When my son watched it with me last night when I was like doing my last minute things, and this was the part he was like, "Oh," and he said, "You know how hard that is for a man to turn that down?" I was like,
"Hey,
really?"
Yeah, Moochie.
He's like, especially if it's good.
Well, Emmett wouldn't know, so maybe he turned it down because it ain't all that.
You know, I was hoping that Rob unzipped that zipper for some reason. I was hoping she got caught. What would you say?
She would be busted.
She would have to say, "I did this for you because I thought there's a chance you might come back." Tiff ain't opposed to lying now.
Yup. Remember, they was doing a tit for tat thing, her and Emmett cheating on each other.
Yeah.
And with this, he was like, when she was like, Emmett did something nice for Keisha today, he was like, well, why am I supposed? What does that have to do with me?
Right.
I was like, you know what? I'm glad he's nipping it in the bud. I was glad that Emmett handled his situation good when he did it, and then when he went to his father, when he went to his father, and he was like, yo, you know what I like about him and his dad relationship? It's like they brothers, but they're father and son.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but Moochie, you gotta love the way Darnell went to Emmett and like, can I have your blessing to marry your mama?
Of course.
You know, that right there shows a lot of growth in Darnell.
Of course.
That
they didn't even have a relationship.
Right.
Nope. I'm proud of both of these guys, man. I'm very proud of both. But I'm worried now that they both kind of getting a fresh start with the ladies and relationships. I'm worried about which one gonna crack first. I'm worried.
Which one gonna get too comfortable, and you know how that go. You get comfortable, and the next thing you know, you back in the same old cycle that you used to be back in the day.
Unless they write it where the women start messing up, you know, because let us not forget the masseuse. Jada chose her love, but she still kind of liked what the masseuse done for her. If you could have put the ambiance of the masseuse into Darnell, she probably wouldn't look at another man. But she's still kind of teaching Darnell, look, we need to be going out. It ain't gonna be sitting around here listening, looking at Netflix all day. And did y'all notice I made the prediction that Darnell is growing up when that earpiece come out his ear? Earpiece came out his ear this episode.
Say that.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
That earpiece came out this episode, so they showing us that he's got some growth going on.
So, are we done with this, or do we want to? Are we going to move on to?
However you want to do it, Moochie.
So we going with Jada and them now. So
you the host, baby.
I gotta get used to this, y'all. I gotta be used to controlling the board. Hey, all right, man, you know what? We're gonna go to this one next. Okay. Why is he bothering this girl and he can't? I mean, she's already shutting him down. She's already shutting him down, and it's like he just won't stop, and it's like I think he's kind of disrespectful to is it Tiara? No, Tiara. I don't like the way he does Tiara, because he's like, oh well, it's just business. It's just business. But I mean, you could at least try to talk to this woman a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. What did y'all think about this whole dinner scene? This is when everything was starting to unravel as far as their story and everything.
I cannot stand Trig suck himself, man. He's the worst excuse of a man I've seen on TV in a while.
He changed.
What?
Because he changed.
He changed. He was better last season to me when he was like in the streets.
I cannot stand him.
Wait a minute. What? He was in the streets last season.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not talking about that aspect, Lamont.
It's the political thing.
My bad. I'm talking
You
about
think?
the fact that he won't stand up as a man and just live his life.
Oh,
He's
okay.
doing this lying thing. Of course, he in the streets, he was not being positive at all. But I'm staying like,
Right.
man, you're not looking out for your brother.
Yeah.
Jake's going to the win. You're not taking care of business. You're not willing to go the hard route because you want to take the easy way out and get Duda and my man's money to help out the community center or whatever. But I mean, sometimes you gotta make the hard decision. It might take a little longer, but you can still make it happen, and you don't have to lose yourself in it, man. This dude.
Yeah.
Mm.
That political thing is definitely changing him for the worse for me.
Yes, I agree. Cause he's letting before he took care of everything better. He was more on Jake.
Mm-hmm.
He was just to me, he was a nicer person when he was just doing the rock as himself.
Right.
The street version of him is way better, brother.
Exactly. The politician, it shows me he could be a dirty politician.
Ooh.
And y'all forgetting one key element that he's missing this season that he had last season, and that's Imani. That could be a problem he's dealing with too, because a lot of this shit Imani would have cleaned up. I feel like because Imani ain't had no problem checking Trig the last couple of seasons to the point where he changed his behavior, and she felt like she was going to be stepping away. And right now it's kind of like he's in a situation where. And I'll say this to the audience: a lot of the audience don't like him because his predilection is for people in the LGBTQ community. So that puts him on the back burner with a lot of men anyway.
Right.
But he's transitioned from street to where he's at now, which politics is nothing but a legal dirty game. It's just as bad as, how can I put this? It is almost as bad as selling drugs illegally. It's just that they're legally being able to fuck with your life and twist it how they want to. Hence, you just saw a judge tell a little girl who's 16 years old she's not mature enough to get an abortion in the state of Florida because they have the power to do so. And so I think you're seeing that heel turn with him this season. But then you do get the flash that he has straight love for his homeboy Shad. He loves Shad, but he also has just kind of been, as Brillo said, he's not giving his brother the attention he should. He's lost that part of himself. And so I'm just interested to see what is his motivation right now. He's chasing behind this young lady right here, and I'm not even sure we can fully trust her just yet. She seems like she's on the up and up, but she's asking him to come out in a political race where she know he can't come out. And I do believe he's using that as an excuse too. Like, I think that he would come out because he was about to marry Imani. So I don't think he has a problem coming out. But I don't think so
either.
But I think that the fact that she's so willing, she's like this: I want you to choose your career or me. Is basically what she's saying. Because if he come out, that political career is done. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, because he's going to be exposed as a liar. So he can't do it now.
Oh, right. See, because
he can't do it now.
He should have stood. He should have been a man. Like I said, it's not even about his preference.
Right.
It's about the fact that you just a liar now.
Yup, exactly.
Right.
I hope she don't do something to expose him. Because remember, at the end of the day, she's still a journalist.
She's a reporter, absolutely. And I can tell y'all right now, even Barack Obama got something he lied about and covered up. Every politician does. That's just the name of the game. And how well are you able to skirt the gray area without it actually being broken in black and white crime? That's how politicians get away with it.
Right. Well, I was about to say the good thing is that thank God he did have that time as Trig to pour into Jake, because obviously something worked, because he's actually done like a 180 and he has shown some growth or whatever, even though he's not here for him now. Maybe in them crucial years like 15 and 16, he was there to really kind of give him what he needed, and now it just paid off to me.
I could agree with that.
Definitely.
I could agree with that.
Jake definitely showing some hard
Yeah.
progression.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
100%.
expected Jake to be on the block with Pats by now.
Hello.
Word.
Running
I
with
did
the card.
too.
Yeah.
But you know what, fellas? I'm glad that all the kids is showing. They're showing to be more mature than a lot of the adults on the show. All the kids are, except for your boy that shot Ronnie, and
Yeah,
even
the
he
Christ.
is starting. He's starting to soften a little bit because he has a love interest.
Yeah.
See,
They trying
that's
to
why.
show a gentle side to him,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. So Nita,
Uh-oh.
I got a question for you. Do you think that Deja overreacted?
I think, you know what? I would not have given up my night, but it would have been. Look,
I still would have got some.
look, exactly.
What in the world?
Conversation.
But it's Valentine's Day. I still would have got some. I would have got some and be like, you know what? I'm out.
Wow. Gucci, wow.
Mine off, and then next thing you know, it's like, come on now, we can't be doing that.
He
I would have
wasn't-
went home like
Brown was
Cinderella.
It was too much.
Shit, I'd have been like good enough to eat. Let me see. Come on.
Okay, just call me EJTV says yes, Moochie. I think she did. LOL, I would have got some too. See, the ladies is on board with me. I wouldn't have cut my night short. Valentine's Day, you don't had listen. You don't had dinner when you overlooking the city. That place was bad where they was. You
It
had
was
dinner
nice.
overlooking the city.
Mm-hmm.
He did look.
Yep.
You gotta. I feel like. How can I say this?
The punishment didn't fit the crime.
No.
And on his end, he would have been fine to have complimented that girl, but he can't say you look good enough to eat. He would have been
Exactly.
fine to just went downstairs and said, you look really nice.
Right.
But his ass goes skipping down there. You look really nice. You look good enough to eat.
Yeah, that was.
However,
It was like,
I do not think he meant it as if he wanted to eat her. I think he was just trying to
Bro.
play it up to
Bro.
say, hey, I really want you to feel like you at
cannot
home
say
here.
no shit like that.
Yeah,
okay, so
Yeah,
was he?
yeah.
Girl,
Okay, you
to
got.
another woman.
She was like, "How you gonna tell somebody you gonna eat somebody
bro.
on
But she-
Valentine's
He ain't get
But
slapped.
she went too far
Valentine's
though.
Day.
That punishment didn't fit the crime. Like she went all the way off, and they haven't even had no discussion about boundaries.
No,
There hasn't been no discussion about boundaries. Like I have boundaries I don't cross because I'm married when I'm on YouTube and then when I'm sitting with my wife. For the
right?
fact that we are married. They haven't even had this conversation, and this was not a conversation. This was I'm angry, I'm mad. Maybe you is a street dude. Maybe you still got gel in you, and I'm gonna storm the hell out of here, even though my panties is so wet they falling off. I'm just gonna go home and I'm gonna use that rose that Candy sell. Damn you! And then you see what happened, Moochie. Then you see what happened, Moochie. Who comes downstairs?
They was all lovey-dovey at this point. I'm like, what the heck? How do you?
Moochie, I'm gonna tell you what this is, Moochie. I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is when you just dive head first into the passions of the physical, and you haven't taken enough time to also go into the passions of the mental and the personality yet. That's all it is. This is like a honeymoon phase for them.
Okay, so Mr. Jones in the chat, he
I
said
would have got fire slapped out of me.
Deja is trash for throwing her generosity and shade face like that. I don't like if you do something out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't throw it back in my face because he was reluctant to take it.
Right.
You don't gotta dress me. I'll go right down to TJ Maxx and get me a suit. Now here you go throwing this up in his face, which I don't think was right at all.
Which highlights more, right, Moochie? Which highlights more of how I said the punishment don't fit the crime. If she would have just said, "I'm mad at you," that was disrespectful,
right,
and left it at that, we wouldn't be sitting here saying she overreacted. She went and started talking about, I done took care of you, I done changed you, I done got you pedicure. Like, lady, you only been around 2 weeks.
Like, basically, I got you. No, she's been around for 3 months now because it was Christmas and now we in February. So they've been dating for 3 months now, because now he got a whole room downstairs.
Yeah.
He had a bed and everything. He was ready to get it on with her.
He could have just dodged. He dodged the bullet. That's the way I saw that, because she really did show some of her true colors. I was like, ooh, that was
did.
Yeah,
she went like the way we thought the parents was going to behave at that dinner.
Right. So we see it's in her.
It's in her.
It's
in it. Hey, he better start laying that pipe a little better so she can pipe down or
do
something.
You think it okay? Do you think this is the end of them?
No way. No way. No way.
I mean, he messing with Tierra now, right?
Yeah, but she don't know that.
It's a fling, right? That was just like
I think that was just a fling.
Yeah.
You know she's Roz's girl.
Alone on Valentine's Day.
You know she's Roz's girl, so she got stood up for Valentine's Day and was feeling a kind of way.
Right.
But how is Trigg gonna feel in all this? Even though he don't really care for her like that, and she admitted that she kind of liked Trigg, but he don't really care for her like that. How is Trigg gonna feel, even though he don't care for her, and he knows that the lady's messing with somebody else? Is he gonna try? How is he gonna come at Rashad? Is he gonna come? Look, you got a good thing with your homegirl. You might need to fix that. Don't get involved with this chick. She's gonna hurt your feelings. How is he gonna come at Shad if he finds out? Which you know he's gonna find out.
Right.
What did he say? He wasn't giving her no rhythm.
Right.
She was willing to me.
She don't got the goods.
She went from last. You know what? Yeah, well, she don't have the right to say what you're saying.
All Nita saying is he like people with two sets of equipment to play with him with.
Hey, y'all know Trigg
so he like the pole and the
yeah. I can
even though he don't like the woman and don't want nothing to do with her, he still gonna act like Shad did him wrong.
Of course.
To me,
like the dude, man. The whole time you trying to hook up with the next
Tierra
girl.
can't be trusted. That's what somebody's saying in the chat.
Oh no, of course not.
No, she can't be trusted.
He ain't gonna have no room when
she was trying to have a baby.
Find out he clapped Tierra.
Because she was trying to have a baby too.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. I lost my train of thought. She, in the last episode, she was willing to go as far as having a pregnancy just to make this election work. Just to make sure he sealed the deal.
Hey, that's
because
commitment.
people was talking.
Right.
Look,
Brillo.
Said
that's what I'm saying.
Next level.
That is next level.
Look,
Brillo.
I'm writing this prediction down. Somebody saying she gonna get pregnant by Shad.
Brillo, when you willing to be all in for a campaign for your real lover, because her real lover is Duda's wife. That's her real lover.
Roz's is her real lover.
But when you willing to be all in for somebody that you care about, no matter what they want you to do, that's a dangerous person right there. This chick was willing to have a baby to solidify something that's fake.
Y'all saw Duda's wife had her in the coma in that one episode.
Yeah, she was in a coma like sleep. Like, so she got rocked to sleep.
She was in that deep sleep.
Could y'all see a fight? Could y'all see a fight between her
Shad and
No, not between Shad, between Daisy and
Deja and her?
Mm-hmm.
I think they might have some words if she find out about it.
She too classy.
Words.
They both seem like they're kind of classy based. I don't think they're gonna be fighting.
I don't think they're gonna be fighting. I think they'll have words. I think they too mature for that. I was surprised that Tiff and Keisha didn't have more like a shouting match.
I was happy they didn't have me either. I didn't want to see that.
I was happy.
They handled it right, but still, Tiff was still pissed off. Where once she saw she wasn't getting her way, because she was like, "What do you want us to do? Hide how we feel?" And she was like, basically, yeah.
Delusional.
Right.
You get one life. I'm gonna hide how I feel to service your feelings. That's ridiculous.
All right.
Selfish. This craziness.
Right.
The last thing we're gonna cover with this dude is him having his private Valentine's Day with this one. And she already telling him, look, Time is ticking. You don't got all day. You better make your choice. So I think, do you feel like if he doesn't, how you say it, get off the pot, she's walking away.
Bro ate 2 dinners that day. Like you man,
No,
He
at
hungry.
the other spot, he probably got that food and took it home because he was busy in his phone the whole damn time.
Whole time he was
in
busy
his
trying
phone
to
the whole time.
messing with her.
I hope Shy tell him too. Like, yeah, I knocked the old girl off. I hope he tell him.
Okay, so
What y'all
just
think?
call me EJ says, Tiff selfish. And then Mr. Jones says, Keisha don't want that smoke with Tiff. She's Tiff a slick bully. She is a bully. What pissed me off is how they scared her like she the boogeyman.
It's her attitude.
Yeah.
You know, some people think, some people think that their
energy.
attitude and their energy can just scare people. You know, like, bro, that's why I'm like, that's why I think it's something up with her man. Like, dude, no, you're just gonna be letting nobody treat you like that, talk to you any kind of ways. No, absolutely not.
I feel like what we put out, yeah, she do got a stink attitude. What's up, HEA? She do got a stink attitude. Let me ask y'all. I'm gonna ask this question again. Will Tiff go with Nuck, and will Nuck pimp her out? That's look. I'm putting it out there tonight.
Man, I think that's an amazing theory. I'm gonna go with it too. I don't know about pimping her out, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna pimp her out. But she for sure gonna try to get some.
Yeah, I gotta run with it. I put my track shoes on tonight.
She gonna definitely rock the Nuck until she find out what time it is.
You know why I say that? Because she had the open marriage thing, so she's used to being with multiple partners.
Well, Moochie, you can still be pimped out even though you're not with multiple partners. What if Nook gets so much control of her and she starts doing the bidding for him the way Rosalind woman is doing bidding for her? It ain't got to be he got to put her on the street corner to pimp her out.
Yep. Remember they was all in that house.
Mm-hmm. Having her make moves and stuff.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
To insulate himself from catching charges.
So you say she for the streets?
Oh, that's
she about to be. She about to be. She about to be.
About to be in the streets. Once my man Rob say get up out of here.
Right.
I think Rob gonna kick her to the curb.
Yeah.
But then what they gonna do with his character?
I just hope he don't do nothing like.
I just hope he don't get violent with her.
Put his hands on her or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what I
said. He been so quiet for so long. Then he just blow up like. You still talking about Emmett?
I think
you know what I'm saying.
He's starting to unravel, like Nita said. We talked about this
before
everybody came on. He's starting to unravel. Did you see that, Brillo?
I could see that. I could, even though we haven't seen nothing, and I'm big on that. It's plausible for him to snap. Like I think that's kind of what Lamont was alluding to, like him snapping and like putting hands on her or something, smacking her up.
And not for nothing, me and MS.KAY said that. I want to say it was a couple of weeks ago.
Even though he haven't shown us nothing.
Because they was talking about him smoking weed all the time. I said he probably smoking weed to keep him calm because he might have a temper. And it's starting to unravel. You saw it when he was doing the pot at the stove. What the F is wrong with you? And he usually wasn't, even though he was still kind of cool. And then when she came that second time and he was like, what that got to do with me? And if you mad at Emmett, take it out on Emmett.
Right.
So we gonna move on.
Was going at him. She was just like nasty, just going at.
She was treating him like how she treat Emmett.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit in the real fast.
Like,
real
like
fast.
Her mother talks to her like that.
Remember
how when she first came in?
I saw that, but she's her own person, man. You got to be, when you know your mama or someone behavior is not conducive to your relationship, you don't treat the people in your circle like that.
Learned behavior, you know what I'm saying? Like if people
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So you think she's got to? So basically, what y'all saying, she got to hit rock bottom the way she did this episode to start understanding you got to do better.
Exactly.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Now we moving on to this.
Uh-oh.
So today is Valentine's Day today. These
Yeah.
sound like Forrest Gump.
She accepted that marriage proposal. I was like, I just got
Okay, so
I'm
what did
sorry.
y'all think about the reunion, the high school reunion? The high school reunion with these folks. Yo,
Lord have
is it
mercy.
me? Or
Lord
did
have
she
mercy.
blow up? Did they you just saw how messed up he was back in the day with the stories you heard.
Yeah.
And he seemed like he was just ashamed of how he treated her.
I think
He was holding his head down.
Yeah. Moochie, I think he was. I think he genuinely was ashamed of hearing the litany of behavior he displayed to someone who's giving him a final chance. You know, she's giving him a final chance, and he treated her like pure tea, you know what. And I think he's kind of like, man. And for a minute, I was wondering, what did that couple want with them? Is what I was kind of starting to wonder. Like, what do y'all want here? What's the
that
agenda?
was her homegirl that put sugar in his tank. So if she was running with her like that in high school and they lost touch, of course they're gonna catch up. That's how I saw it.
Right.
Okay.
That's how I saw it. I saw like once, like they gonna catch up. They just brought up everything that he did, and he felt like crap afterwards.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. I ain't really like that. I talked about it a little earlier, but I mean, you gotta own those mistakes, man. You can't be embarrassed. If you can't forgive yourself, how can you expect her to forgive you and you move on with your marriage? Like, grab your woman and keep your head up.
Keep it up.
Because that indicates to me that that's a behavior that you acknowledge and you don't want to repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're showing remorse, but you gotta own it.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with
and
you.
I don't think he wanted it just thrown in his face like that. But with her,
they had to do him like that.
Yeah, she know that this she know Jada knows what she's getting into. She know that this is what you used to be, and she's decided to look over that for what you are trying to be. So
I like the conversation they had after the dinner with them two, and she said he was like, if I wasn't such a mess up, we'd be married 20-something years. And she was like, that's not our journey. We were kids. And I could kind of relate to that because I got married at like 21. And when me and my ex speak, we talk like that. We be like, we was kids when that happened. So, that's the conversation we had. We was young. We ain't know what we was doing. Stuff like that.
Okay.
And I understood that. So I could relate to it. I understood it. And I like the way she basically let him know, that's not our journey. And this is our journey. It took us a while to get here, but we're here.
Right.
So I did like that with that. I like the fact that what they did with the proposal, how he did the prom thing with his white suit and black shoes on.
Yeah.
That was not the move.
Only thing he was missing was Boys to Men playing in the background.
Right.
Yeah, no, I
effort with the balloons and all that stuff. So.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute because he realized, like, Dad, because of me, she missed her prom.
Right.
And I liked it. I thought it was cute. And so Darnell walked past all the Valentine's Day stuff and got his whipped cream and bounced. Yeah, he got whipped cream, beer. I thought it was air freshener. Because he didn't know it was Valentine's Day. I did not know.
Girl.
How you don't know?
I like the
That's
fact
crazy.
that he asked Emmett for his blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that fact.
What did y'all think about Jada's dress? I seen some ladies commenting in there. What did y'all think about this dress on Jada?
It looked like an old lady dress.
Oh, I'm with you,
I mean,
but
she's
I'm a
already.
man, so
I mean, I'm not a fashion type
It looked
person.
like an old lady. What you
Look
think,
all right
Nita?
in the dress. You don't look like
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean, it looked like she
I-
was like this is some dress I'm gonna just wear to work and come on home.
or a
I'ma
church
just throw this
dress,
on.
like you know,
Right,
the
right.
It looked like
relaxed
a
day.
church dress.
Yeah, the
Church
relaxed
dress,
day on
yeah.
the church. Yeah.
Okay, Nita said, oh, wait, you said you wouldn't have said yes? Okay, now I want you to elaborate on it, girl. Come on. Come on.
I just wouldn't. I'm sorry. I just feel like she is too old to be dealing in that struggle, love. Like you're too old. Like I can see if you was doing that in your 20s, maybe your 30s, but I don't know.
You don't think he's a changed man just yet?
Not enough for me.
Not enough to gamble on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
I
she's
don't-
taking a big gamble. But I'm all for love.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all. I know a lot of women her age that'll sit here and tell you they just want to be married so they can say they've been married.
Wow.
I mean that's something that people who ain't been married say. Now they have a certain amount of standards that they want, but they will take a lot of the bad things that come from someone just so they can say they've been married.
Yeah,
I've talked to a bunch of women like that's older that have said that.
Yeah, they romanticize marriage.
I think people be in love with the idea of the wedding and all of that.
Yeah.
Girl, no,
That's crazy. People really think like that.
Yeah, there's people out there thinking like that. Yeah, I mean, and I've been married well over a decade now, and it's worked. It's worked. That for both parts of that relationship to grow, and you're going to grow in a marriage. Either somebody's going to grow or somebody's going to regress, and that's going to tear at the fabric. You've got to constantly be communicating everything that comes at your relationship, so that at the end of the day, you both can still say you have a level of happiness that merits the smiles and everything you see when couples come together.
Communication is difficult too. Like I have a hard time communicating. I've been married for about to be 10 years in October.
Oh, congrats.
So, I'm just getting good at the communication thing. I just hold stuff in, like, you know what I mean? Or can't have a conversation. Gotta go, you know what I mean? Just
like picking.
I can't think that I'm being attacked all the time. You know what I'm saying? I had that type of attitude. Like,
yeah, Darnell got a job.
Yeah, Darnell worked.
You wouldn't think so as fast as he wanted to move in with Jada. I was like,
remember he was in that house. He got a job.
Yeah, he got a job.
He had a job.
I mean, Nita, it could be that he wanted to be closer to his panty draws. Now, you know, it's one thing to have to drive from across Chicago to the other end to get the draws. It's another thing to just roll over and fall in the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. you just flip. You right on top of it. Versus you got to get in the cold car Chicago, lose some inches. Right, just lose some inches going in that cold weather versus you under them warm covers and you just roll right on over and just it's a fat booty right in my face. Right.
No others. Can someone please put braids back in Jada's hair, or at least change her hairstyle, please?
I got a question.
Go ahead, Lamont.
Look, I take Farrah over this.
I was about to say, who got the worst hairdo? Farrah or Jada?
Jada.
Farrah or Jada?
Jada.
Farrah. No, I gotta go Farrah.
Look, all she gotta do is take that church wig off.
Because Farrah got so much. I don't know. I don't want to objectify these women.
But
I mean, everybody else doing the hell.
Right.
I've been talking.
I'm being political.
I don't know why did they do that to her this season.
Well,
this is true. The pickings are very slim out here.
Didn't she had cancer, right? So maybe
so maybe they trying to let it grow back.
Yeah, let it grow back. Let it grow
Can't
back.
have all of that pulling and you just
they
pull your
don't
hair
connect.
back.
They don't be that thorough with other parts of the script. Like, come on,
Right.
let this lady look good. They want to be thorough on this part. Like, come on, hook her up.
Somebody said I would take Jada over Farrah all day. Farrah over Jada all day.
Yes,
Okay,
Farrah.
yeah. I'm gonna take Farrah's
Very
wig.
attractive woman.
Cameron Jones said they both bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the color and the style on Jada. Yeah. Somebody needs to style it a little bit better. They look like Who Shot John.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh Lord. We ain't getting no interviews with nobody on the shop. You can forget that.
I hope not. I love her though as a character, but I feel like I don't.
Yeah, we talking about the character. We're not talking about the person.
Right.
We're talking about the character. Like Nita said, it's the wardrobe. It's the ambiance. It's that. And I told y'all before that me and Nina, we follow each other on Instagram, and Nina looks way better.
I thought she looked good for Valentine's Day though.
Yeah. She looked like a totally different person.
That dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That dress.
That's what she be. That's what she be looking like on IG. I mean, that's what, and that ain't even a half. Y'all should follow her. Her name is Tyler Abercrombie on IG. She's very friendly. She'll talk to you. She be styling and profiling on that IG. And I was wondering they putting a bodysuit on her in the shot because she's not that big. No, for real.
Look,
like,
they ain't had no
really
bodysuit on when she had that dress on
They
tonight.
Maybe she lost, you know what I'm saying? They been shooting stuff early.
She looked smaller today, but
then
the wedding day, she looked a little.
Yes. You know,
I was like, maybe it was a body double.
Right. The stylist is terrible, right? Detroit Kings. They need to get with power stylists.
Oh man, so you just wanted to get naked, huh? That's what you're saying.
Nah, I'm talking about the clothes.
She looked good in this dress to me.
She do.
Yeah, she looked great.
She looked good in this dress.
She kept on telling her too.
So do you think they out of the woods with their little rough patch now, y'all?
Hell no. Hell no, Moochie.
Any predictions, guys? Is she gonna mess around with the brand again?
I hope they out of their rough patch. I mean, you cannot tell with this lady. You can never tell.
Yeah, with Nina, you can't tell. You can't tell. Like, I mean,
no left at any moment.
Right.
And it's like different things come into her life that just trigger her. She just gets triggered. Like her kids are a trigger. You know, I mean, for all we know, her and Dre might get into it this episode based on what Moochie said happened in the trailer, because Dre might try to talk some sense into her about Kevin, and she might not be trying to hear it. She catch an attitude, go down to the bar, get a drink, have sex with the Brad again. You know,
that's simple.
Yeah, that's basically what she did.
That's what she did. That's literally what she did.
She saw that girl with her, and she assumed her and Jada was cheating.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. I could not believe they wrote that shit like that. This didn't make any sense.
Instead of just asking what's going on.
Instead of just confronting her about it, you go and do you. She don't communicate with people.
But another issue with them, they, like Brillo just said, at times he feels like he has a hard time communicating. He'll let stuff just ride. Those two had stuff that was just riding between them that they didn't work out. And then because it really wasn't just that incident that caused her to run to the Brad. It was the escalade of a lot of stuff that they never worked out. And then that was just the pinhead that caused the pimple to pop when she went running to the Brad.
Right.
Yeah. That was so just ridiculously childish. I was like, what?
Well, she said she still chooses her.
She's still choosing. Yeah.
All right. So on
you gotta at least confront the person before you go.
I feel like you
cuss
can't
her out or something. Like,
you can't act on assumptions.
Like, it's never right. It could be like you said, it's not even what you think. It's explainable. Maybe I can explain this.
Right.
Definitely.
It was perfectly explainable. That led me to think that's what she wanted to do anyway.
Right.
They might be done. I'm wavering. I'm agreeing with Lamont. Nah, they ain't.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on over to the dark side, Brillo.
Okay, Noel Daniel says Nina does not like to communicate with Dre. She overreacts and acts impulsive. This is true.
100%.
And it's always gonna look like that anyway because Dre is a therapist, so Dre knows how to handle herself. But come on now, go ahead, teach a woman some things.
Yeah, but if they was going through the therapy, I thought they probably. I feel like they was coming to mending everything up when they had that conversation when they was letting Lene move in. You y'all disagree?
Still kind of.
You still don't think they're out of the woods?
No, they're not out of the woods, Moochie. They're not out of the woods. There's still some unsaid things going on in both of their heads. Like for one thing, I really don't think Nina is all that thrilled that Dre has a better relationship with Kevin. I really don't think but what can she do about that? She can't just tell her.
Is that though? She don't talk to him.
It don't matter whose fault it is to her. That don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter whose fault it is. And I think that's something that she's going to always hold over Dre's head, along with all the other. Because, like Brillo said, Dre is someone who's a therapist. She knows how to communicate, and to this point, that hasn't rubbed off on Nina. And they have been to therapy. They've been to therapy, and therapy is a humbling experience. But I highly recommend everybody get therapy because it makes you accountable for what you can control and how you can control situations that revolve a relationship. And to this point, anything sets Nina off. You know, I feel like she 2 steps from a landmine about to blow up every episode.
Okay, I'm off the subject, but did they already talk about Emma saying he couldn't watch EJ? Why was so many people going crazy over that? I got here a little late, so I may have missed it. Yeah, we talked about it, but no, we didn't talk about it. We didn't. I
don't remember that part.
When she said she couldn't watch EJ, it seemed like she did that just because she seemed like she want to make him have all the kids Valentine's Day. She doing little spiteful things to me.
And
so
then,
I don't think and then look how quick she was like, all right, never mind, I'll keep him with my mother. And he was like, well, call me if you can't get nobody. She's like, no, that's okay. She just she does that to pick at him.
Yeah, and she didn't even have anything. Right, she didn't even have anything etched in stone that she was going to be doing on Valentine's Day in the first place.
Facts.
Right.
So get out of here, Tiff.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I'm about to be on Larry bandwagon about Tiff because I'm so frustrated with her character. Y'all remember last year?
Larry, with her too.
Remember last year Larry kept saying she's 2 Oreos away from being fat.
Yeah.
Now that ain't the truth. Now that is not the truth.
About that Larry legend.
Fat. She just thick. And I guess he just likes skinny.
Right.
He like bones. He don't like it like he don't like the booty that jiggle.
Here, go ahead and eat.
I can't let y'all talk about my man like that. Have y'all ever seen Larry's wife?
No, all I said he probably just like skinny girls.
No, she's not skinny. She's not big either, but she's not skinny. Nope. And she is down. She a sister girl too at that.
No, I seen her before.
Okay. I've
seen her from like the neck up though.
Yeah. She right. Don't let Larry fool you. He like a little meat. He's just like his meat, shapely meat. And Tiff ain't shapely kind of meat that he want. You know, that's something to some seasoned meat, Moochie. You don't just go make no fried chicken and you don't season the chicken, do you?
You know.
Look, watch. Okay, I don't look. RFD, I don't know all these letters. Watch Tiff try to lie and tell Keisha she smashed Emmett just to prove a point.
Oh,
if she does that, she's a real piece of garbage.
I believe it too.
She better.
I can see that happening.
I can see it. I can see it. You know how? Look,
that's a good call.
All Emmett got to do is do what his daddy said.
Right.
Tell Keisha
In front of
before
Oh yeah,
it
that
even
was
get out
that
the
was the
start.
game right
Exactly.
Yes.
Tell
Yep.
her before it gets out the gate.
Yeah.
And
there.
I
Even
tell
though
y'all,
nothing
that's
happened,
what
still tell her.
you still tell it. Because I always tell my wife, one reason that I don't get in trouble with you is because I stay in front of issues. Emmett
Yep,
needs to stay in front of this issue. Don't just
I hope Emmett beat her
assume
to
it.
the punch too, because Tiff is like that.
Yeah.
I
Tiff
think
is
she
like
would
that.
do that.
I don't know
Yeah.
because she had a good Valentine's Day. You know, maybe if her man wouldn't have came home and done all he did, she might would do that. But
She still looked like she still is in her feelings when even she smiled, did that little fake smile for a couple of minutes, and she still looked like she was in her feelings.
And see, I told y'all, I did not tell y'all she won't over Emmett. I remember somebody in the comment section trying to tell me, now she through with Emmett. She moved on with Emmett. I was like, well, say it with your chest breast because she is done with Emmett.
I didn't think so. I knew she was going to get jealous and want to come back.
Yes, of course.
You know how like she didn't want him till somebody else wants him.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, in the trailer, Rob finds out about it, so I wonder how.
How?
Yeah.
He asked her a question. He asked her about it.
He says
to her,
Did you
stop? Or did he tell you no?
Right.
Oh,
I need to go watch this damn trailer.
I need to go watch this trailer, man. I might have to do a breakdown. Shoot.
That's right.
Yep. Shoot. So I think that's the beginning of the end of them two.
Right.
Moochie, you don't bring a guy like Rob on the show just to use him to be a vessel of Tiff. Really?
I hope not. But maybe he's gonna put her in line.
Not like, look, how he gonna put it in line when we thinking that she might be leaving him going to Nook?
I don't know. Well, maybe she gonna play both sides of the fence for a while.
Yeah, because she gotta stay there with the baby.
Wait a minute. Now, ain't that a dangerous game? You messing with the plug to the connect?
Very much so.
I agree. But I feel like she's been playing with fire. Yeah. She just going deeper and deeper into it.
True.
She needs to
shout out to Monique Nicole, by the way.
Yeah, I saw her. Hey, Monique. Hey, Mo.
And shout out to Monique Johnson, too. All the folks in the building tonight. And Inga71, what's up?
Inga been rocking with me all day today.
Yep.
Been on my grind.
I heard, Brillo, I heard you've been over there working like the folks in communist China. You've been doing YouTube since 5 in the morning. You still up here 10:30 at night? What's up? You getting all the YouTube money?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to go in, man. I'm having fun.
Hey, let's do it, bro. Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it pushing, y'all. She says, "Hey, Phil, XOXO." All right. So on that note, I did have my little word scramble, y'all. But I don't know if y'all. I'm gonna give them one. I give y'all one tonight.
I should be good at this.
Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the word scramble? All right, here it goes.
Proposal?
Yes.
Yep.
Missing
a P in that R.
But ain't it missing a P?
And
oh yeah, it is missing a P. I messed up. I was typing fast. But look, you got it, Brillo.
Yeah, the edit was missing a letter. I'm cold.
Yeah, man.
What about this one?
Valentine.
Okay.
Valentine. Yeah.
What about this one?
Ooh.
Look, I gotta go back to my notes to check this one.
No.
I first saw that. I saw YouTube and Alberta, Canada. That's what I thought it was saying at first.
Yeah.
This says it's something that happens when. What did Shad do to Victor tonight?
What did Shad do to Victor?
Betrayal.
Yes.
He betrayed Victor.
I think
it was betrayal tonight. He betrayed. He betrayed Deja, but people was mentioning it in the chat that he was grimy to Victor. So that's why I
He
said it like
grimy
that.
for Vic. Come on now, Vic. Like,
I don't think so. Vic
in the
ain't
words
I
of
don't
Vic,
think
giving her
so.
no rhythm.
He don't got the
Right.
he don't got the equipment in the words.
Yeah,
of
so
great
he's
niggas
not
be.
feeling her like that. She's
Right.
you know, this is not his thing. Even though he want to act
Right,
like
bro went on
he's
a whole
in the
nother
life.
dinner date.
Yeah.
That's a fake union, and he don't want her, even though she wants to deal with him a little bit. It's like a fake union.
Yeah, Vic don't want her.
Mm-mm. Like I said, Vic, if you ain't got the pole and the hole, Vic don't want you. Hey, Moochie said it. Moochie said it. Moochie said it.
What?
He's there she ain't got the whole.
So look, somebody's saying Moochie, August 28th is the next episode.
Yeah,
So
I know it's gonna be off for 2 weeks.
Detroit King shout out. I guess Gangland was right.
He was right. He said it earlier. So I needed a break because I got 2 shows airing on the same night, hitting me back to back with both shows.
I want them just to finish this, man. Let's get this done with.
How many? Well, we got 2 more episodes, so they want to hold it over.
They about to be they pushing it, man, because college football gonna start and some folks gonna fall off.
This is true for that, yeah. I don't think it was betrayal. Deja was wrong for walking out on her remake man. Yeah, I didn't like the fact she threw it up in his face. I didn't like that.
See, yep. That's why I said, man, the crime, the punishment didn't fit the crime with her. Yeah. You know, she would have been in her right if she said that's a boundary. I don't want you crossing. That makes me feel disrespected. And let's keep our night going. This was your first mess up. It's all good. Yeah. But she stormed out, threw in his face everything she done for him, as if she's trying to, you know, bash his confidence that she done helped build up.
Right.
Like, yeah, get rid of that mess.
I didn't like that.
Monique.
Finish this mess so we can move on.
Monique. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching. That's what I got to do next. My City on the Hill. I'm coming with that next, y'all. Not City on the Hill. That's
Mooch, I thought you, Nita, and the whole crew, and MS.KAY, I thought y'all was gonna be doing Game of Thrones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't.
Yeah, that's why I said I got a lot on my plate, but you know, I'm gonna get through it.
And Nita, is you gonna do She-Hulk at all, or you gonna skip this one this time? You gonna skip it?
I want to do that. That thing look like it's gonna be good.
This one do look like it's gonna be good. I can't lie. The last two that they came out with, reviews.
Yeah. I haven't even seen the trailer yet.
The trailer
looked good. Trailer looked good.
And because it's between the blip.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do some reviews.
The reviews I've heard so far, people who watched the first 4, they not feeling it.
Really?
I mean, it's out already.
Did you know? Some people get early access. Oh. Now, Nita, did you get reviews from us or just from Mighty Whitey's?
Mighty Whitey's.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what us think.
Okay.
Let's see what us
think.
Yeah, because
B. Avery got a hold of it quick soon, so I think he dropped the.
E-Man did too.
Yeah.
E-Man did too.
Monique Johnson said, "I'm looking forward to She-Hulk."
Hey Monique, come check my channel out. I'm gonna do some reviews on that one because I'm into that lure. I really wasn't into Miss Marvel, and it has nothing to do with the girl being Indian. It has nothing to do with that. I've never really been into Kamala's character that much, even in the comic books, and she's relatively new in the comics. And Moon Knight, I wasn't into that show. I was into him in the comics because in the comics he's like Marvel's Batman.
Right.
But on the show, they went so deep in the lure of the Egyptian spells and stuff that they do that it kind of ran me away a little bit. Okay. But when he linked up with Daredevil, Punisher, and Blade, and they become the Midnight Suns, that's going to be good.
Oh yeah, I would love to see that.
I skipped that one And Miss
That's not on fire. I'm not hip to it.
Yeah,
Blade, Daredevil, Moon Knight.
Yep.
He's the encyclopedia with the comic books. He'll tell you anything with that. He'll tell you the origin
just
stories
about
and all of that.
I can just about tell you all that stuff. What's up? Look, call me EJ coming through again.
Thank you.
What's
Love
up?
listening to you guys. This was great, Moochie. Keep up the good work, and y'all have a good night. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot from Miss.
And Monique, that was true. They did do a lot of that in her story, and they did a lot of that in Moon Knight's story too. A lot of it. And one caveat to my Marvel people that's listening: in the comics, Miss Marvel was never a mutant. In this Marvel MCU universe, she's a mutant. She's like one of their first mutants. So that's kind of the introduction to bringing her into being a mutant.
Yeah.
So does it drop at midnight tonight? Or do we gotta wait till like 3 a.m. or something?
3 for East Coast, I think, right?
Yeah. And then didn't they push the date back to the 18th? I think I saw somewhere where they pushed it back a day.
Yeah, today's the 17th. So that's why I'm asking, will it drop at midnight tonight?
Okay. That's right.
It's probably not. They don't usually do that, Disney.
You know, but all right. That's a good show, Mooch. I'm about to get out of here on y'all,
all right,
man.
No, we've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. We have 65 people. Please hit the like button. Please share. Please subscribe to all of the channels that's in the subscription, because everybody's there who I get down with. And thanks for coming out. God bless and have a good night, y'all. And
peace.